This episode of Division 13 is written and performed by Crosshair. Thank you for listening. Episode 12. The Gray Line.
Welcome back, Director Kennedy. How may I be of service?
Good evening, Codex. How are you doing today?
Impeccably well, sir. All processes are operating within optimal parameters.
That's fantastic. I'd like for you to show me the statement of Incident 117-TS09.
Agent Morales' statement following the death of Agent Calloway. Very well, sir. Statement begins.
I was on the observation deck. 2 panes of mirrored glass. 3 layers of ward between me and Calloway. Standard procedure. Detective Holt ran the debrief. Medical was on standby. Then Calloway split. Not physically at first. It was like the air around him peeled. He hunched over and something poured out. Out of his mouth. It looked like vomit at first, until it hit the light and moved. Thousands of tiny, pale things. It didn't look like they were supposed to be alive, but they crawled, poured, flowed even. The room filled with the sound of dry wings, clicking. Holt screamed. Well, yelled at us to initiate lockdown procedures. I've seen my fair share of shit working here. I've seen choir incursions, warden fractures, even a Lupin tear through the safe house. None of that prepared me for what happened. The things coming out of Calloway weren't just bugs. They ate as they swarmed, climbing up legs, vanishing into mouths, eyes, ears. My colleagues stopped screaming one by one, their shapes buckling as the swarm went inside. I hit the alarm. Nothing responded. Then the temperature dropped. She walked in like she'd always been there. A figure in a ragged coat, hair tangled with bone charms, bare feet, leaving black footprints. No doors opened. She just stepped through the glass. It rippled like water. The bugs bent away from her, forming a little spiral on the floor. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. My badge felt like ice on my chest. She turned toward me, and the swarm moved with her, parting in a corridor so she could approach. Her eyes were pale, but deep, like chalk over a well. She raised one hand. Thin fingers tipped with black ash, and I swear the walls themselves bowed. She was about to touch me. I could feel my voice rising up in my throat, like it wanted to crawl out all on its own. And then the lights cut out. Not like a power outage, but like somebody plucked the light out of midair and put it in their pocket. Then a pressure, like a storm inhaling, rolled through the chamber. Then a man stood between us. White hair, amethyst, flickered under his skin. A coat dusted from the road. I didn't know his name then, but I know it now, after looking over the files after this incident. Test subject 09, Leon. The witch. She hissed. You shouldn't be here. Leon's voice was calm, but it carried through like static. He told her, you know why I'm here. You don't have to do this. End it now. Walk away. She tilted her head. Shadows shifted on the wall behind her. And the insects were crawling in patterns. She questioned him. Walk away after what they did. They built their empire on bones. Our bones. And that's when Leon stepped closer. His hands were out slightly. Whatever they did in the past, it's not going to bring anyone back. You're only doing what they expect. Let these people go. That's what he said. An extremely powerful touch, advocating for the division. I've never seen anything like it. That's when the witch smiled. Her face cracked like old porcelain. Let them go. They deserve to die, she said. Her voice had deepened. It was layered. She then told this story, obviously fabricated, about how the division came to Salem 300 years ago and killed her son during the witch hunts. But as far as I know, the division didn't exist yet. That's when Leon's eyes flickered. His voice slightly changed. It became low, but steady. He said he was sorry, and that the choir was using her, and that they were making her their weapon. And then he asked something weird. He asked where his mother and his sister were. She said that they were innocents for their hymn, whatever that means. Leon tried to talk to her some more, and then something flickered between them. There was no hum, no chant. It was like a weight, as if the whole site tilted towards their words. The bugs scattered on the wall, trembling. Leon stepped closer. I can still hear his voice echoing in my head. The way he sounded. where they are, he commanded. The witch's eyes narrowed. She asked, what if she refused? Leon's answer wasn't a shout. It was a whisper, low and dangerous. Then you already know what I am and what happens to things that take what's mine, he said. He didn't even sound human. Not even an ounce of human in him. The air felt thick. For a second, I thought the whole world was about to implode. The witch's hair rose, ashes circling her like storm clouds. She didn't strike. She looked at him the way an old predator looks at something even older, even more dangerous. And the bugs turned, pouring out of the walls, dissolving through the vents, retreating from Leon, as if a tide had reversed. I could smell burned rosemary. Leon glanced over his shoulder once, eyes catching mine. Not friendly, not hostile either. It was like he was assessing me. Then he and the witch were gone. In a blink. They were there, and the next moment, only the smell of ozone in a circle of scorched concrete where they stood. I was alone in the observatory. My colleagues, their stations were empty, their headsets still hissing with static. And that's when I heard a groan. Turns out, Holt was still alive, somehow. He stood up. And the only thing on him that was damaged was his coat. It didn't even look like he had taken any damage from those bugs. I don't know if the witch didn't want to kill him, or if she couldn't. And, well, that's my statement. Is that good enough, sir? Okay, thank you. I'll be on my way.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing and hitting the like button. Stay cool, stay kind, and I'll see you next time.